ladies and gentlemen. My name is Schokolade. Welcome to a new project of mine. You might hear I'm a little bit sick, I apologize for that, but I really wanted to start this game, and despite me not having a lot of influence around the internet, since I'm still an unknown bot, I feel like if this game reaches like 20 or 30 people, my job is done, because it is a really good game, and I would like to bring this closer to people. So, what this game is about, it's basically Fallout meeting RimWorld. It's a top-down strategy, roleplay, building, adventure game. It's really difficult to explain because it has a lot of elements of a lot of games. It's still in early access, so it's not very optimized, it's lagging a lot, it's loading a lot. It has a few glitches which are, in my opinion, not game-breaking, but funny. And I thought, since this game has so much potential, I would like to basically try to show you guys what this game has potential-wise. So my idea was, we're going to create a guy, we make it a little bit difficult. We're going to create a guy, a random dude, and we try to start a career as a blacksmith, maybe as an adventurer and a mechanary later on. You never know, but you don't need to restrict yourself on one topic. You can basically do everything with everyone. But for now, I think we start as a poor fellow who's trying to make some money. So for that, we have different game modes. We have the Wanderer, which is the complete standard game. You're a lone wanderer, which has nothing but a few coins, a pair of pants, and a rusty sword, ready to venture out into the world. This is the way the game is intended to be played. And then you have the Wandering Trader. You have the Holy Sword, the Cannibal Hunter, the Hive Exile, the Son of a Captain, the Slaves, Rock Bottom, the Empire Citizen, the Holy Nation Citizen, the Guy with a Dog, the Freedom Seeker, and the Nobodies. And those are all the starting settings. However, we go for a really nasty one. We go for Rock Bottom. The game difficulty is very hard. You have absolutely no money, nothing in the beginning, except a pair of pants. And you have hit absolute rock bottom. You're alone, unarmed, naked, and hungry, lost in the middle of the harsh desert, teeming with slavers, and you just lost an arm. Good luck. So we're going for that. We leave the advanced options exactly like it is. We don't want to change anything on it, and we start the game. Alright. Here we are in the character setting with the different species we have. We have the human with the subrace Greenlander, Cannibal Scav, Scorchlander, Cannibal. Yeah, those are the four. You can be either a dude or a dudine. Oh wow, that's an interesting face. You gotta love it. However, we're going for a male. I'm going to show you the other races, which is the Hiver. Those are basically like, you could describe them as ant drones. Like, they live in massive colonies, don't really have their own will. They really are bad with their stats. They don't really have a lot to do. I don't like playing them, to be quite frankly. Then you have the Shack. The Shack is basically the combat race in this game. They have the best stats if it comes to fighting, and they have the most hit points. Then we have the Skeletons. The Skeletons are quite interesting. They're robots. I don't know how you pronounce it properly. However, they don't starve. They have no hunger whatsoever. But they can also not use medikits. They use special repair kits, which are very expensive in the beginning. You can craft them yourself, but it will take, I'd say, at least 10 hours till you get there. So if we get in a fight and we get damaged, we have a problem, because we cannot really repair ourselves. Even though I would really like to play a robot. Seems like they just have the same head whatsoever. Quite sad, I was hoping they had different. However, we're going for human. Definitely not a cannibal. We're going for a normal Greenlander, a male, and I will talk to you once I'm done with setting this guy up. Alright, here we are. I named him Benson. I thought it's a funny name, likely. It's my secret brand. It's called Benson Hedge. So, yeah, I'm very creative. However, here's our dude. Without his left arm, the pure body. You can see the texture glitch right here. So, as I said, this game is in early alpha, or in early access, but it's just ridiculously good. I really like this game. So, we have set everything. I thought of giving him really bluish eyes to make him look kind of psycho, but let's see what awaits us and confirm. Alright, here we are in the Great Desert. Let me take a look around. We're absolutely in the Nirvana. There is nothing around whatsoever. We have a little bit of skulls laying around here. A weird, I'd say this is glass, I'm not sure, you cannot click it. Over here we have some iron mines, which is actually not really bad, considering that we have absolutely nothing. We have nothing in our inventory, we have no money, we're hungry, so we gotta make sure that we make some money. So if we look on the map, we are indeed in the Great Desert. We're pretty close to Shobatai, which could be a place to go, at least for the beginning. And while we're going to mine a little bit, I will tell you about the mechanics of this game. So, that's what I said. As soon as you start moving, it starts loading like a freak. Give it a second and then it should go. So let us go over the different stats. We have the name of this guy over here, the faction name. He is currently in no faction. The status of this person, like if he's wounded, if he's critical, dead, unconscious, hungry, or if he is affected by some effects. For an example, a dust storm. I don't really see the dust storm right now, but it might show up every second. So we believe the game that there will be a dust storm. Then we have the stats of the character here. We have the blood, head, chest, stomach, left arm. We lost that one. Right arm, left leg, right leg. So you can lose these those 4 limbs, and they are gone forever. However, in this game, why I chose to take someone without a limb is you can get cybernetics, robotics, and I want to get a robotic arm for this guy. I was hoping it would be the right one, but that's absolutely fine. Down here you see the martial arts abilities. He is just bad on everything. If we look for the stats, let him mine a little bit while we do this. We have strength, toughness, dexterity, and perception. Perception is basically for everything which is ranged, like crossbows, bows. Oh, there's the sandstorm. Then we have strength. Strength determines how much you can carry before it affects you negatively. So if you're overburdened and you are running around, you increase your strength and you are able to carry more around. Toughness is the percentage of how much damage you receive at the end. Like as higher your toughness, as less damage you take. Dexterity determines how quick you are, also in attack and block speed. So as better you are in dexterity, as harder it is for the enemy to hit you. Then you have the different weaponries, which is katana, saber, hackers, heavy weapons, blunts, and polearms. Getting better in those, you just deal more damage with them. In combat, you have the melee attack, which is the chance of connecting an attack, which the enemy cannot block. And the melee defense is the chance of blocking an enemy attack. Mass combat is currently not included in the game. Then you have the dodge. If an attack hits you, you get staggered. And while you're staggered, you have a chance to dodge the following attack. So as higher this gets, as better, as easier it is for you to dodge incoming attacks. Then martial arts is without any weapon. It's super weak in the beginning, but it can get very strong at the end. Then you have turrets, you have crossbows and precision shooting, because you can indeed hit your own allies. You can have more than one character in this game. Stealth, sneaking around, lockpicking, opening locks, thievery, stealing things, assassination, knocking someone out before he even knows what's going on. Athletics is your running or walking speed. Swimming is your swimming speed. Field medic is healing yourself and others. Engineering is how schnell, how fast you repair buildings and build buildings. Robotics is everything. Well, it's explaining. It's the equivalent of medical skill, anything but just for robotic repairs. Then you have science, which is the research. Since we're a human Greenlander, we have a racial bonus for that, which is pretty convenient. We have the the weaponsmith. Uh-oh. What the hell is this? Whatever this is, we're getting the hell out of here. Holy Jesus. Alright. Oh, and there are even more of them. Look at this. Outland farmer. Being chased by skimmer. Those look disgusting. I feel like I want to get the hell out of here ASAP. But I feel like we're not going to run very far. Oh. We might. Do we outrun it? Oh! It's leaving us alone. How nice. So we can go back and mine a little bit more. I think this thing would have killed us in 2 hits. So, despite humans not attacking you, killing you normally, they just knock you out, steal your stuff, and you sometimes bleed out. We're coming right back. We want to get whatever this guy had. He is dying. He's not dead yet, but he is dying. So how about we sneak over there? Try to not lure those guys to us. Oh, look at this. Alright, I think we got ourselves a little bit of money right here. Some weapons and some gear, which is very convenient. So let's see. We got a straw hat. It gives us perception bonus, which is okay. This is giving us nothing, and nothing, but at least we're not naked anymore. And his weapon is pretty bad. It's a rusting blade. We take it anyways. Aha! Look at this! A horse chopper. And a first aid kit. And an armor. How about that? Now that's what I'm talking about. And I would say we take the horse chopper. It's a saber class. We can change the weapon later on. I do like the idea of a pole arm, but we need a one-handed weapon. So how about we just swap this? We can wield the weapon one-handed. Oh, he even has a crossbow. Now look at this. Now this is a decent start here. So we could go for a crossbow, which at least in the beginning saves us a little bit our butt. Let's go back to where we were and let's... Oh, here's even copper. Copper is more worth than iron, so I would say we just simply scavenge the iron resource. Every time this bar hits full, you get 1 raw iron, which you can then take in your inventory. I will get back to this to the stats right away. I just felt like this was necessary to take because it will save us a lot of time and money and make it more possible for us to survive. So, let our guy go over there and do this, and we go back here. So let's see. At the stats, We were at weaponsmithing, ammo smithing, and crossbow smithing, pretty self-explanatory. We can see we have already a level up. In laboring, it increases our work. Whatever we do, which has to do with labor, like mining, taking care of items, of generators or all this stuff, is all laboring. Farming, self-explanatory, and cooking as well. Then we have the map. We're currently, like I said, in the Great Desert, and and it's a lot bigger. I started back then in my first play. I think it was somewhere around here. Yes. Here is a city. I don't want to spoil anything, but here is a city, and here I built Midgard, which was my first city. And then I wandered my way up here through this place, over here to this corner, hoping that this would be a cool place to build. I didn't like it, so I went through the Cannibal Island, all the way over. I think I built here, which I really liked. And yeah, this game is really big, and we have to be careful about this guy there. This is a bone dog. It's a hungry bone dog, so it will attack us on sight. Oh, there are those guys again. They make very short process of this bone dog. Looks like we really don't want to mess with those guys. But if they go away, we might be able to snatch the meat and the resources from the leather from this guy. So it looks like they're running away. Oh, they're chasing the manhunters. There's a manhunting group. Oh boy. So let's snatch this. Yup, they're fighting. Alright, let's get this. Let's get this and this. You can build in this game. If you hit B, you can build. You don't have a lot in the beginning, because you have to research all of this, but we can make ourselves a campfire, which is for free. We confirm this, and then we can bring the meat in here and cook it, which is obviously perfect for us since he's hungry. So I'd say right off the bat, this is a really, really good start for us. I don't want to jinx it, but I really like the start so far. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm still sick. I think once those guys are done, we can take a look if we cannot get even better gear. They really went through this. Did they even lost a unit? No. Oh yes, they did. Those are just slightly injured, so we gotta be careful. But if we're sneaky enough, we might be able to sneak ourselves closer to those manhunters and get some of their stuff. So you level your stuff by just doing it. For an example, right now we should level our stealth as soon as we're inside of those guys. Oh, this is nasty. They hide inside the dunes. Look. This is mean. This is really mean. Alright. So we gotta be careful. This guy is waking up. He's bandaging himself. So we definitely stand no chance against those guys. Even though this is a hiver. But since they're waking up, I'm not sure if we can steal it, because we might have to fight this guy. And I'm not sure of how many of these guys. This guy will wake up any second. This guy is dying. This guy will wake up. This guy is dying. This guy is dying. So we have to face 3 of those guys. I feel like I don't want to do that. So we just go back and be grateful for what we had in the beginning. And if they slaughter the rest of those guys when they stand up, I'm absolutely fine with it. Yeah, he's crawling over. He lost his leg. Look at this. He lost his right leg. It goes very quickly in this game, and as you can see, once you lose your leg, you cannot really walk. So you gotta be careful. And like I said, we will try to make this episode of us becoming a blacksmith, a weaponsmith, armorsmith, crossbowsmith. I do not know yet, but I'm hoping that we're getting there, because we can also buy a house or repair a house in a village and claim it. It will be ours, and we can have a real store and everything there. So these guys are going on a complete rampage. What did they kill there? An outlaw farmer. They are going on a rampage. I really don't want to mess with those guys, and quite frankly. So our life circumstances got a lot better, considering... Oh, I just realized I cannot use the junk bow, because I have only one arm. Good that I remember that. But right now we're just getting a little bit of money going, so that once we hit the village, we can get something going. What's going on over here? They killed one of them. So I say we sneak closer, wait for them to pass by, grab this corpse, and then go to the city. I think they're far enough away so that we might snatch this. I hope there's nothing else. I'm surprised that all of them woke up again, but I think this one guy who survived started bandaging everyone so that they made it. But if we look here, we have 2 more meat, which is pretty neat. This is worth nothing. We cannot eat it unless we have an animal, but we do not have right now. But I take those 6 claws. That's... wow. That's 600 gold, 600 cats right there. Thank you for that. And now we make our way up into the city. So let's go. Let's actually stop sneaking because it takes too long, and now run as fast as you can, sir. Just as I was about to head to the city, we have a trained bone dog. Okay. And some outlaw farmer. So I think we're not going there. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not dealing with that. We're just bailing and getting the hell out of here. We still have a little bit to go, considering that we started here. So let's hope that those weird skimmer things, I've never seen them before, don't get in our way again. Alright. We're finally closing into the city. The dust storm is getting really, really bad. We're completely over cucumbered with 46 out of 17 kilograms we can carry. But as I said, being overcumbered is not really that bad because you're leveling strength, as you can see. We're currently at 8%. And if we look now, we should be at 9 exactly. So we're leveling it here, carry people or overloading inventory using heavier weapons. Using a heavier weapon. So just from carrying all this bulk stuff back to this village, we might have gotten ourselves a nice situation here. Before we actually go into the city, I'm going to build another campfire and burn the last bits of food we have. I can't build it here. Why can't I build it there? It's too far, too close to the city. So let's build it there. Confirm. And Benson, bring in your stuff. And then by nightfall, or around 1 or 2 p.m., we should be able to reach the village, finally. Perfect! The meat is done. He immediately ate one. Let's dismantle this thing. We don't need to leave any evidence behind. What are those guys? Who are you guys? You look funky. Oh, it's a shack. With heavy samurai gear. Samurai heavy. Oh. So, looks like those are the guards of this village. And we have Vope here. Hello, Vope! Who are you? Let's talk to Vope. How goes it? No, I do not have a settlement. Yeah, that makes absolute sense since we do not have a settlement. It's a mod I installed which allows me to invite normal people over into my village to live there. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it this time, but we can always cancel it, so no need to worry. We are going in, and we are inside the village. What? Hold. It's citizen. He's not talking about me, is he? He is. All entrances need to be examined for prohibited goods before being allowed through. I can't let you pass without a search. Sure, go ahead. We don't have anything illegal on us, so I don't worry a lot about it. So let's take a look what we have here. So we have a trader shop. Not a trader shop. It's a shop for how do I explain it? If you want to buy backpacks or stuff to wander. We have a bar right there, and we have a store right here, which allows us to get building materials. We have, this looks like a police cell area, and then we have here a kitchen. I do not know what this building is. Then we have, this looks like a slavery. Happy slaves, interesting. We have a trader. We have a police station. What else do we have? We have an archery here. We have, this is another bar. We have plenty of bars here. And as far as I can tell, there is no real weapon shop. So this might be a really good city for us to start. Sadly, it's in the middle of the night, so we're not getting anywhere to sell our stuff, except in the bar, which is exactly where we're heading right now. So, let's see. Hello! Who are you? You are Yuak. In the bar, you can do more than just resting and healing up and getting food. You can also recruit people or get a plastic surgeon. I never had a plastic surgeon, so I'm not really sure how this guy works. But we talked to the bartender, which is the barman, and let's see what we have. Hello, let's trade. First of all, we want to sell all our trash. Since we cannot use the bow, we do not want to hold on to that. So we made 1,800. That is a pretty good start. And I think we're getting ourselves a little bit of food. Oh wow, they're expensive. I think we're just getting ourselves raw food and cook it outside. I think this is the best option, so let us get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is absolutely okay. Because can we actually flip this? No, we cannot flip it, sadly. But with that, we can go outside, cook our food, get a little bit more copper, because I saw that right here is a copper vein, or some materials we can dismantle, however you want to call it. And we can also build our camping stuff here. So let's see, right there, perfect, confirm. Bring in the meat and start chopping away. At least until the morning hours, so we can start with this. The dust storm is still going. So I think this is probably the best option we have so far. Considering that we started completely naked, we have a nice horse chopper, we have some sort of armor protecting our non-existing arm. Those are Garus. They're normally friendly, they don't attack you. Those are carry guys, so you have them normally around you as carrier beasts. Like, they can carry a lot. But they're very hungry, so having one when we can barely feed ourselves is probably something I do not want to do. So let's skip the time a little bit ahead here, and I will call you back once we got something done. And over there broke a fight loose. With one of these things. And he killed it. Can we loot it? Yes! Perfect. We just snatched 600 gold. Cats, pardon. Let's go back here. We should be able to pull one more copper in our inventory, and then we head back to the village. Try to make some money. And get ourselves a backpack. Stats wise, we are laboring level 8 now. I think it goes to level 100. So it goes certainly slower every time you level up. So the first 20 levels go rather quick, and then it takes ages. Alright, there's our last copper. Let's go back into the village or city or whatever this is be. And go to one of these guys and sell something. And aliyappa. Hello. How are you doing, fine person? I'd like to sell my stuff here, if you don't mind. Those copper, these claws. And with that, we are at 2,400, which is really, really nice. There are 3,000, which is a little bit expensive. Here, we have a medium backpack. Since we're not going to fight a lot in the beginning, I think this is actually a really good decision to go for it. Gives us a very bad combat skill, but we don't need any combat in the beginning. We will lose any fight anyways. So, I think we're getting ourselves this puppy here. Which allows us to have a lot more inventory, as you can see. And with that, we can go and scavenge around without having to worry. However, I think we're wrapping it up here, and we see ourselves back in the next episode. Till then, see you later!